New York may have sportswear and celebrities, and Paris may dictate and direct the trends, but Milan has sparkle. It shines. And come spring, it's determined to bring sexy back to the streets. Some of its clothes seem excessive and unwearable, while some are the finest example of the Made in Italy moniker. Either way, this season Milan got our attention and finessed its message into 2 fine points.
I guess the first thing I would recommend is that you go out and buy something metallic and something extremely short.
So with that in mind, we'll start with Dolce & Gabbana, who hammered their point across with a cartoonish aggression. It was hard to misunderstand.
If anybody was complaining about not finding a message in Milan on the runways, they certainly changed that. They're sexy. And that's something that I think has been missing a little bit on runways this week, and so it was very refreshing to see.
At Gucci, Frida Giannini made her contribution with a 60s flair.
From a nail line dresses, from a very short proportion, from the use of the chrome detail, like the details that they use on the handbags or on the evening gowns. And so at a certain point I said, oh my god, but there is a feeling, a mood of 60s.
And one of the week's few front row stars.
I'm not an expert on these matters. I just know what I like, and everybody looked good, so it was nice.
At Versace, Donatella hosted Prince in her front row to ring in a new era at the house with a new space and a lighter, looser silhouette for one of her strongest collections in years.
I try to get away from the tight silhouettes, which is very 80s and very old Versace, so it's an evolution of a woman of Versace. Still very sexy and glamorous, but with new volumes.
Christopher Bailey got caught up in the sparkle of next season, showing a collection that was frothy and fun.
It was the 150th anniversary of Burberry, so he wanted something that was kind of a party mood, but it was still light. It wasn't sort of overdone.
And even within the minimal parameters of Jill Sander, Raf Simons found room for color and shine in a way that was extravagantly beautiful.
I mean, one of the things that always marked Jill's collection was the way fabric moved against the body. And I think Rafe understands that really beautifully. He's a master cutter, and I think that really is, if you're going to continue a brand like Jill Sander, that's really what's essential.
But at the end of the day, this is Italy, and the showrooms will always be full of fine Italian suits. Accessories will always anchor the brand, and fashionistas will turn to Miuccia Prada to predict the future.
Obviously there's news, there's trends, but truly the only outstanding collection I think was Prada, because that was a collection that had an individual point of view.
Everyone else is still doing the big volume, the float away, fly away, big balloon dress, and there was not one balloon dress, and I think that was great. So she took it to a high level of creativity.